it's me, Annie, and welcome back to Annie's Creations. If you are new on my channel, I do all kinds of cooking, crafting, and DIY. So if you like that kind of content, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any of my future videos. Today I'm back in the kitchen and I'll be making some French toast in the oven. So cook with me and let's make some delicious tasting French toast. So the ingredients I'll be using for the French toast will be eggs, vanilla essence, some cinnamon, sugar, a little bit of salt, and we're going to use a bit of milk and also some bread. This bread is on its last day, so that's the best bread to use for your French toast because it's a little bit more sturdy and a little bit drier than a very fresh bread. So that works very well for French toast. And I'll go over the measurements and we'll do this step by step together. The pan I'm going to be using can fit 6 slices of bread to go in the oven. So this is the pan I'll be using and we'll make 6 slices of bread at a time. So for 6 slices of bread, you're going to use 2 eggs. To the 2 eggs, you are going to add half a cup of milk. One teaspoon of vanilla. One teaspoon of cinnamon, one tablespoon of sugar, and you're going to use only 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And now you are going to whisk this together until the sugar and salt is all dissolved in the mixture and the cinnamon is nicely incorporated. So just whisk that up all together. Now that everything is nicely combined, we're ready to dip the bread. So I'll be making this in batches, and for the first batch I'm using 6 slices of bread. But firstly, I'm going to spray my pan with a non-stick spray. Spray your pan lightly with a non-stick spray so that the French toast won't stick to the pan. So now your pan is ready. You can start dipping your bread and then transfer it into your pan. You take a slice of bread, you dip it in, leave it for a second, turn it around, dip it in, let the excess egg just drip down and then place it inside your pan. Dip for 1 second, turn around, dip another second, let it drip, and place it inside your pan. And we'll continue doing this with all 6 slices of the bread, and then we will be cooking it in a very warm oven of 210 degrees Celsius for 5 minutes per side. So you will bake this for 5 minutes, turn the bread around, flip it, and then bake it for another 5 minutes. And then your French toast will be done. So now you've got all 6 of your slices in the pan. You can just drizzle over the rest of the mixture that's left onto your bread. This way nothing goes to waste. So the first batch is done. They are nice and crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. Perfect French toast in the oven. Okay, so I have done 2 batches of French toast. I've made 12 slices of French toast, and I let them cool down completely because I'm going to be getting them ready, put them in a freezer bag, a big Ziploc bag, and I'll be putting them in the freezer so that we can have them as we want them, and just pop them in the microwave for 1 minute, and they'll be nice and soft and warm, and we can eat them with some maple syrup. So for preparing these French toast slices, I'm going to be cutting them up into fingers because that's the best way to serve them to my son, who is now almost 8. If you give him a whole piece of French toast, he will just put so much maple syrup on it, it will be swimming in it. So what I do is I use a little dipping bowl, put some maple syrup in there, and I cut French toast fingers for him to dip into the bowl. And this way I can control the amount of maple syrup he eats with his French toast. So he uses it as French toast dippers and just dips it into the little dipping bowl with the maple syrup. So that's quite a handy tip if you have young kids and you're trying to teach them not to overindulge with certain things like maple syrup. And what I do is I cut the French toast into fingers and just pop it into the freezer bag, and I'll put it in the freezer. This way you can pull out as many fingers as you want, and then just put it in the microwave 1 minute and it will be ready, nice and warm and soft. Just add a little bit of maple syrup to a dipping bowl, and there you go. French toast for a snack or French toast for breakfast or French toast for lunch, whichever way you want it. It's always handy to have in the freezer. Always try to get as much of the air out of the bag as you can before sealing it. And there you go. Got a bag full of French toast fingers ready for the freezer and then ready for French toast dippers later on. So guys, that's all I have for you today. I'm going to end off this video. You can see Georgie here with me. He's been making noise all through my video today, and I hope you enjoyed listening to him as well. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.